Oh boy, all right. Bears got their ass stumped out just like I said it was gonna fucking happen. I don't want to hear shit else. And I repeat, I don't want to hear shit else about Justin Fields until he show us something. Now I know the quarterback that I like wouldn't have did no better in this game because the offensive play calling was just ass. Ass. If you know already how well, if you hear the beeps in the background, that's because I'm getting a notification from the Tatum Never Lies Network talking about the Bears game. But basically, the game plan was terrible. They made no fucking adjustments in the second half. That defense did everything they could do, everything, and eventually they wore down. They start just allowing the running backs just to run all over them, break tackles. Defense did what they were supposed to do. They had no opportunity to fucking rest. None. What's going on, YTC? What is going on, man? I know you pissed off. I'm pissed off. The Giants just lost their on three. The Bears just fell down out of 1-2. 47 yards of total fucking offense. 47. I have never seen this. Last time this shit happened was 1980 fucking one. That's the last time the Bears had 47 yards of offense, less than 50 yards of offense. 1981. 1980 fucking one. I can't fucking believe that I'm witnessing bullshit like this. I already had witnessed the worst defensive performance of all time in 2013 and 2014. I thought that I would never see that shit again. Thought I would never see the Bears offense perform this way because they run the football and everything else. What's going on, KO? Goddamn. I don't want to hear shit else about Justin Fields because he was not ready. I said it last week. He did not look ready. He probably will look a little bit better this week, but he looked far worse. Far worse. And I'm not even going to say that Justin Fields sucks because he doesn't. It's just a simple fact that the offensive line was just so fucking bad. That offensive line was so goddamn bad, nigga. Like, on my life. Like, man, that was the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. The most ridiculous game plan that I've seen against a team that the front seven is off the chain. That's crazy. You know what's crazy? That I have more insight than Matt fucking Nagy. That I can see exactly what's gonna happen out there on that field, but Matt Nagy can't seem to see it. That was one of the keys to the game that I said for the Browns. Ride Miles Garrett. And guess what? They rolled the shit out of him today because of the way he was able to get to the quarterback. They got everybody else hyped up, and guess what? They got to the quarterback. 9 sacks given up. The most sacks given up since it was fucking Jay Cutler. That's what happened right there. Yeah, I know Mac Ultra. Sweet Jesus. God damn. This was all the way bad for our team. Coach Nagy, quarterback killer. I don't know who you is, Cody Phillips, but salute to you. You definitely told the motherfucking truth. Matt Nagy is a goddamn coach. I mean, he is a goddamn quarterback killer. Nagy needs to go. Absolutely, KO Sports Talk. Nagy definitely needs to go. Like wow. Wow. This was ugly. This was one of the most ugliest offensive games. Matter of fact, it's not even one of the. This is the ugliest offensive game I've ever seen. Bear fans, you can say whatever the fuck you want to about Trubisky, but that offense never looked that bad. That offense never looked like that. Never. Even not even last year against the Saints, they didn't look that bad. They didn't look this fucking bad. This shit is ridiculous. This shit is ridiculous. He He wants to treat Fields like foes, and he gonna get Fields killed like he got Foles old ass killed last year. 2-5 fucking record last year. Holy fucking shit. Holy shit. Like, on top of that, the receivers couldn't get open. The game, like, you know already that this pass rush is coming after your quarterback. Why do Matt Nagy wait all the way until it's 6 minutes left in the fourth fucking quarter to finally decide that, hey, let me do a screen pass in there? That's something that you should have been doing all game. All game. You should have been right. Any other week, he do all these wide receiver screens, running back screens, tight end screens, end arounds, all this dumb shit when it's not necessary. And this is the most necessary time to do it, and he doesn't. This was the time to have those short passes, screen passes, wide receiver screens, because you know that the pass rush is getting to your ass just like that. That is one of the main keys to slow down a goddamn pass rush. It's constantly throwing screen passes at them. Cleveland got it together. They noticed that the Bears defense was constantly fucking sacking Baker Mayfield. What they started doing, they started doing screen passes to have the defense run down the field, get them defensive linemen, spread it out, and run it down the field so that the next time he dropped back to pass, they don't have the energy to be able to get to the quarterback. That's exactly what the hell needed to happen, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't fucking do it. He has no one to the game because his target blade is in Buffalo. I know. I already know, Cody. The person that he was targeting all last year, all 2019, is not here. So now strictly all the blame is on him. All the blame. Matt Nagy has no fucking excuse. He either needs to give up play calling to save his fucking life, or the McCaskies, even though they never fired a goddamn head coach anywhere near the in the season. They always fired him after the season. It's gonna be real bad, and us Bear fans is gonna fucking suffer for it. We are definitely going to suffer because that shit is ridiculous. Share Hardwick. Nagy has no fucking clue how to use his tight ends. Man, we got 3 good tight ends: Jimmy Graham, Cole Kmet, and Jesse James. 2 of them former Pro Bowlers. 1 of them are all pro. Yeah, they at the end of their career, but we seen what happened last year when it was actually used somewhat properly. Jimmy Graham 8 touchdowns last year. It don't look like he even gonna get 2. Cole Kmet was invisible the first half of the season. Bill Lazor take over. Cole Kmet looks good. He looks excited. Us Bear fans was happy that we got him because he looked like he was gonna do something. But goddamn, it seemed like can't nothing happen right because guess what? We got the shittiest head coach ever. Ever. What's happening to the run game? Ain't nothing happening to the run game. That's what happens when you got a goofy ass coach. That's just what happens. So I need to check on Butters. Fuck Butters right now, man. I don't give a fuck about Butters. Shit. Bears just got their ass smoked right now. Butters is gonna be okay. Just like I am just right now, I'm motherfucking mad. I'm mad because this is pathetic. This is pathetic that is less than 50 yards of offense. Your offense was on the field probably less than 20 minutes the whole goddamn game. The Bears offense was not even on the field. That Bears defense was on that field the entire game, much like it was last year when Nick Foles took over. And that's the reason why the Bears defense broke down last year, and that's going to be the main goddamn reason why they're going to break down this year. They cannot keep putting on performances like this and expect the offense to do nothing. Eventually, they're going to give up points. As good as they are, eventually they will give up points. Why? Because there's no one helping the defense. The defense, as soon as they get the chance, as soon as the defense get a stop, as soon as they sit their ass down, they got to get right back up. That's ridiculous that the defense had to get back up. As soon as they get a goddamn stop, because less than 30 fucking seconds pass, offense is already punting. I don't want to hear nothing about Justin Fields right now. I really don't. It's not his fault. It's not his fault that the offensive line couldn't protect him, but those rookie woes definitely showed the hell up. It showed last week, and I knew he wasn't ready last week. I really did. Once I saw the way he performed, I was like, he got lucky that Cincinnati. He got lucky. Good win either way because the defense showed up all the way to the end of the game, but they won't be able to keep this shit up. They won't. And it showed today. He didn't look ready. The play calling was terrible, and the defense was hung out the drive yet again. So the people that was talking shit about Eddie Jackson last year and somewhat this year, somewhat was it deserved, but he was burnt out. Burnt out simply because they're out there too damn long. Too damn long. That was a wasted performance by Khalil Mack, Robert Quinn. That was a wasted effort by this defensive line because they was cooking. They was cooking. The defensive backs did okay. They did okay. Jalen Johnson did okay. Duke Shelley did okay, even though his grade gonna always be a goddamn D minus, D plus to me. Kendall Vildor, he got a goddamn F in my goddamn book, D minus in my book because he still can't turn his fucking head around. What is with these defensive backs today that they got a problem with turning their fucking head around? If the fucking wide receiver is turning his head up, you turn your goddamn head up and you look for that damn ball. Like, I just don't get it with these players. Like, I don't know. It's like the Bears organization just got a habit of just drafting and picking up the most ridiculous motherfuckers that you can fucking see. Like, this shit is fucking ridiculous. Like, TRL, at least you're not the Bears. Hey, man, you can say whatever the hell you want about Kyler Murray. He 3-0. Okay, they 3-0, so it don't fucking matter. They won that game. I wouldn't give a shit how the Bears won the game today, as long as they won. But guess what? They didn't. They got 6 points. Cleveland got 20-6, and that's exactly what happened. So, but before I can continue, man, everybody that's viewing the game, man, just make sure to hit that like button, share the video, and like and subscribe, and make sure to hit that notification bell so that you can get more Bears content from me, Jonah Pitney. But back to this bullshit about the Chicago Bears. Like, goddamn, y'all niggas, like, man, this team got me looking like fucking Slag Daddy fucking TV in this bitch. I don't even like that nigga. That nigga ain't even a fucking Bears fan. But y'all, the Bears got me sounding like him. That's how fucked up this goddamn game was. And long as Matt Nagy is the play caller, man, this game is it's gonna be bad. Just like this. It's gonna be a rough season. Like, man, it's probably gonna fuck around and be 5-6 wins. 7 wins if we get lucky. The last couple of years with this putrid ass play calling, the Bears was lucky to win 8 games. 2020 Bears and 2019 Bears, if we don't have Matt Nagy, those teams win 10 games. Those teams win 10 games with Mitchell Trubisky. With Justin Fields and Andy Dalton, if Matt Nagy not calling the goddamn plays, this team has a possibility of still winning 10 games. It just don't look like it right now because look at what the fuck going on. Cody Phillips said earlier, what happened to the run game? What happened to the run game? It's a simple fact that coach and I setting him up in proper position. He's constantly keep trying to run the goddamn football out of the shotgun. Get down in a fucking I formation, strong formation, or weak formation and run the goddamn ball. Run it down their goddamn throat. The Bears showed already that they can run the ball down their throat if the blocking is on point and if you do it early and often. That's what Cleveland did to us. They ran the ball early and often. They know what the hell their identity is. Matt Nagy knows what the Bears' true identity is, and that's running a goddamn football and winning off the play action pass. But it seems like He just don't want to fucking do it. He want to be a pass happy. Oh, I'm a quarterback guru. No, you a fucking shoe salesman ass, bastard ass fuck nigga. That's what the hell Matt Nagy is. A whole fuck boy. What up, Jay Morris? What's going down with you, bro? Like that shit crazy as hell. I know that shit. I know that shit probably got to be a little bit hilarious to you, Jay Morris, but man, I don't fucking know, bro. Like on my life, like I ain't never wanted to motherfucking throw up so much shit in my motherfucking life. Like oh my goodness, my guy. The passing game was non-existent. Like man, that's of course it wasn't. When nothing existed. It was like Justin Fields was out there playing 7-on-7. His offensive line was non-existent while Cleveland Brown was playing 11 versus 7. That's exactly what the hell it was. It was a goddamn 11 versus 7. The O line, all the O line needs to be cut, giving up 9 sacks. Hey man, that O line might have gave up 9 sacks. Matter of fact, goddamn, this O line might possibly be worse than the one that had Jamarcus Webb and Cade Karimi on there and Lance Lewis. What like man, you know how bad the offensive line was in 2010, 2011. They gave up 56 sacks that year. 56. Jay Cutler amazingly played 15 games after suffering a goddamn concussion in that game against the Giants so many years ago, and they had 7 sacks, I think, in the first fucking half. So it's like, what the hell? The Chiefs lost to the Chargers. Hey man, the Chargers always play the Chiefs rough. This is about time that the Chargers played the hell out of the Chiefs and finally got a goddamn victory. Justin, we we know we know the stat line, Jay. We know the stat line. We know what the hell happened. Nagy has no clue how to run a power offense. No clue. That man don't have a goddamn clue, man. Man, this nigga is the most slowest man in the world. Like I don't, I just can't fathom what like how do he still have a job? How did he even get in the NFL? I think I can be a better offensive play caller than this. At least I know somewhat flow of the goddamn game to know that if the defensive line is constantly sacking your quarterback, you have to start running screen. You have to do something to try to get them running down the field to get them tired, so then they don't have the energy to go against your offensive line, which is league a whole bunch of league minimum players in the first goddamn place. A whole bunch of league minimum players. I think Cody Whitehair, I think, made one Pro Bowl at center, and that's it. Maybe you need to put Cody Whitehair back at center because Sam Mustipher is just getting blown the fuck up almost every goddamn play. James Daniels seems like he lost a lot of goddamn strength from tearing his pectoral muscle last year. So he's allowing people to just bully him with something that was not happening last year or the year before that. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. Worse and worse. Let me see, because I hadn't pressed stuff. How do we beat the Packers? Okay, when we can't beat the lowly Browns. Shit, I don't know, Jay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, rapper. I don't know, bro. Packers is gonna smoke our ass again. And I'm being realistic. I'm not gonna be one of those people that be like, "Oh, we'll bounce back next week." Lions look way better than us as of right now. I know matchups is a motherfucker, and matchups can definitely dictate the flow of the game. And Bears and Lions have usually just matched up just like that. It don't matter how good the Bears was or how good the Lions was. It don't matter if they both was good, both was ass, one was good, one was bad. That always been a key matchup. But with this Bears offensive line and the fact that Matt Nagy's still calling the plays, it's not going to look good for our team. It's not. It's not. I don't care what no one says. Would a Bears situation be like the 1989 Cowboys? I hope not. They went 1-15. They went 1-15 that year, so that means you thinking the Bears gonna go 1-16 this year? They not that goddamn bad. They not that bad. Cowboys had literally no defense, no offense in '89. That was bad. Like that's the year I was fucking born. Like that's like historically ass. I'm hoping I'm hoping that the Bears gonna be historically ass like that. Because if they is historically ass, I might not watch football for the rest of the year. And that's gonna make me even more cranky because shit, I'm cranky throughout the whole year until I get the football season. And that's gonna definitely piss me off seeing some shit like that. The Browns are a good team. Yeah, they are. They are a good team. And one of the things that because of the Bears know they're not as good as the Browns, they could have schemed their way to victory because the defense was holding the Browns at bay. That Bears defense before they got tired for being out on that field so goddamn much, they was holding the Browns at bay. You can scheme your way to victory against good teams if your coach knows what to do. And clearly, our coach don't know what the hell to do. Because if Matt Nagy knew what to do, he could have schemed his way to victory because that Bears defense is actually that good. And that's with missing Cal Fuller. That's with missing a few key guys that's not on the team no more. They could have did a lot of shit. The Chiefs are 1-3, and we all know that the goddamn Chiefs could be 1-3 and don't lose another goddamn game for the rest of the season. That's simply put. The Bears is 1-3 and they could fuck around and lose the next 3 to 6 games straight. I've seen it happen already. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen in 2017. I've seen it happen in 2016. I've seen it happen in 2015. I've seen it happen in 2014. I've seen it happen in 2013 when the Bears offense when the Bears offense was putting up 28 a game because the defense was giving up 35 a game. So I've seen this team go through the ups and downs throughout this decade. Going into a new decade now, still the same shit. Why? Goofy ass coaches, not prepping the players correctly, not having the right game plan for the teams that you're preparing for. If you know already that teams got either excellent corners, if you know a team got excellent corners and defensive backs overall, you got to run, you got to throw short passes constantly. Got to throw short passes in the first half and then start running combination routes in the second half to get them off their square. If you're going against teams that have excellent offensive lines, in order to slow them down, you have to throw quick passes early. You got to do a lot of screen passes to get that defensive line not sure what you finna do, so then they don't rush the goddamn passer real hard, and then after that you take the top off the defense once you get everybody coming in close. That's everything that I just discussed is exactly what Cleveland Browns did to us. That's exactly what Cleveland did to us. Everything that I just discussed, everything that I said, that's what the Bears used to do with Lovie Smith because he knew that number one, the offensive line is not the best. Even though they was an excellent run offensive line, they wasn't the best pass protection offensive line. So what did he do? Short passes, get a ball to the running back a lot, whether that's receiving or rushing the football. Then the moment the defense coming in close, threw the ball deep to you could say whichever receiver it was back in the day, whether it was Johnny Knox, Devin Hester, Brandon Marshall, Earl Bennett, or if you go back further than that, Bernard Berry and Musim Muhammad, Justin Gage. You know, you go back. You know, I know the history of the best. So can't nobody tell me shit that I haven't seen before. That's why I'm like, when I see shit like this, people, it's like I don't get it. I really don't. William Sweeney, Browns and Buckeyes fans here. I was terrified of Fields coming into it. Don't beat him up too much. He's special. Well, Sweeney, man. Even though I like the last name Sweeney, it reminded me of Michael Sweeney. They used to play for the Bulls back in the day. But I guess, man, Trubisky kept us in games in 2018. Hey man, according to a lot of Bear fans, because they so fucking blind, they thought it was just all defense. That's it. Trubisky didn't do shit. He didn't throw that 6 touchdowns in 2018. He didn't do his job against the Vikings in 2018 when he won us them games. He didn't do his job. He didn't do none of that. He didn't do shit. So it is what it is. It's Fields' first start. Don't hate too much. I'm not hating on Fields too much. I'm giving him the exact grade that I gave him last week, a D plus D minus. Just like last week, everybody else is praising Fields because he got a few first downs. And because his rating would have been better if Robinson catches that one pass and Mooney catches that one pass. Other than that, his performance was still just about the same. Not good enough. Not good enough. And that offensive line not doing their job made it so much worse. Offensive line get a goddamn Z. They don't get an F. They don't get an E. Them bitches get a Z. Like that shit was ass. Like nigga, like oh my lord. That was the worst shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. I've been arguing since Cutler days that the Bears need to rebuild the O line first and get a new quarterback. I've been saying this shit since basically since the Cutler days. Ever since they got rid of Olin Krupps and made Roberto Garza the center. Once that happened, I was like, oh no, that's gonna be real bad for our team. And for the past, what, 12 years, 13 years, it's been that way. This offensive line that was once one of the best offensive lines in the league that from the time I can remember from watching the Bears, and having one of the best run offensive lines in the league. I won't say overall offensive lines, one of the best rushing offensive lines in the league had just got that much worse. They can't run the football now. What is up with Fields running in and out of the pocket, costing the sacks? Him being used to playing college football, him used to being playing college football and knowing that the offensive line can hold their blocks because the level of the players is not as good as they are in the NFL. What Fields just learned today is that everybody is fast, just like him. That fofo speed don't mean shit if the 355 fucking pound defensive tackles can run a 4.5 too. That fofo speed don't mean shit in the NFL. You have to pick and choose when you take off and run. And as of right now, he don't know when. He don't know when to. Now had his mark ass nigga go. Hey he go. How is you talking shit and y'all barely beat the fucking Lions? Y'all got lucky and beat the Lions. Before that last second field goal was made, no one saw you. You was gone. If y'all would have lost to the Lions, you wouldn't even made not one appearance today. So you can say all you want to. It don't even matter. That's all I got to say. Bad play calling, ass offensive line execution. Fields had no chance. Of course. That's what happens when your offensive line is full of nothing but league minimum players. The fact that the Bears re-signed Jermaine Ifedi in the offseason, I was like, why? Why? Why are you signing somebody that was so goddamn bad to a point that Seattle got rid of him and Seattle offensive line still his ass? They still got an ass offensive line, but he was so ass that Seattle got had to get rid of him. But the Bears signed him. And then re-signs him. Extend this nigga. Why? I don't fucking know. It is what the fuck it is. That's what happens when you got goofy ass people like that. Should have addressed the O line issue since 2012. 2010 they should have addressed the offensive line issues. 2009 they should have addressed the offensive line issues when Olin Krutz was getting older. When Fred Miller had just left the team. When Reuben Brown was no longer there. When John Tate retired. That's when they should have addressed the offensive line. You know how long ago that was? I was in high school. Most of the people that's probably watching this now was little kids and weren't even fucking born yet when that shit was fucking happening. That's how long the Bears struggles at offensive line been. 2009 is the earliest I remember when the offensive line first started really breaking down. When Olin Cruz finally started showing his age, John Tate, I think, just retired. Reuben Brown just retired. Fred Miller was no longer there. And it was just him and Roberto Garza there. That's when they should have did that. Robert Johnson. I don't know. Let me go back real quick. I need a question answered. What question was that? Probably I'll get to it in a minute, bro. At John of Pitney. At least 2010 Bears made it to the championship. Jamarcus Russell was a bust, and we should have addressed the O-line back in 2012, which I've been saying. He need to go back farther than that, bro. Farther than that. Just think back. Just think back in the day when the Bears still had the age and Olin Kreutz and all them guys. 2005, that's when they got Fred Miller and everybody else. 2009, everybody was starting to show their age. Guys retired, guys got old. By the time 2012 hit, Kreutz was gone. Kreutz retired. All those guys gone. We still got Cade fucking Karimi, Lance Lewis, and all those guys. And now, shit, almost a decade later, you still constructing together league minimum guys, and you expecting this team to do something. I don't know what the hell they is expecting. Can't blame the D. They didn't play great, even with the 6 sacks. They were on the field almost the whole game. That's why I didn't blame the defense at all. The defense, despite all the struggles, I give them a B plus, A minus. B plus, A minus, because if they not on that field like that, those running backs don't even get that many yards. If the Bears offense is able to sustain drives, Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb is shut down. They were shut down 80% of the game. They was literally shut down 80% of the game. The other 20%, they was able to break free because of the Bears offense was not on the field long enough to give that defense a chance to breathe. Period. Matt Nagy basically put Myles Garrett in a position to succeed more than Justin. Absolutely. He wasn't chipped not one time. It was not one time there was a tight end next to the tackle to chip him or a running back coming in to chip him before he run his route or anything. Matt Nagy might be the new GOAT over Nathan Peterman because he just literally made sure Myles Garrett get his goddamn money. He just guaranteed this nigga go to the goddamn Pro Bowl. Matt Nagy might be the new GOAT over Nathan Peterman. Period. And Nathan Peterman is the true GOAT because he sent everybody to the fucking Pro Bowl. So I don't know about this nigga. A pathetic O-line been stealing money for the shit. I'm 190 pounds, could have blocked better. Hey man, I think we all need to petition to be the offensive lineman this fucking year. I think I can do a lot better. I might not be that goddamn big, but I'm so strong as a motherfucker, and I think I can do a lot better than that shit. Holy fucking smokes, that was like you two might take me down because the shit that was coming out of my mouth. Because I don't know about y'all, but I definitely want to smoke me a goddamn blunt. I know that goddamn much on life. Ass. First half you can get it. On the defense case, not getting a pick. The Bears defense couldn't get a pick because we got one corner out there, and we got a nickel and dime corner playing number 2 corner and playing nickel. That's why. Because Kendall Vildor is really a nickel corner and Duke Shelley is really a dime corner. But you got a nickel and dime corner playing nickel and number 2 corner. That's why that's happening. Trade Dalton for another offensive lineman. That ain't happening. Did you see what the hell happened today? Did you see? Dalton would at least got that ball out probably quicker. He probably would have made the offensive adjustments on the offensive line to make sure that shit don't happen. I know that much. He wouldn't allow that shit to happen. He might have got sacked. just as much or probably a little bit less. I don't know, but I know he would have made the correct calls on that field to make sure that the goddamn defensive line couldn't get to him like that. I'm pretty sure he would have had a hot route or two ready to throw that ball within the next 3 to 5 yards, quick as hell. I know that much. I already said about Andy Dalton. He is a terrible post read quarterback, but he is an excellent pre snap read quarterback. And he would have made the right pre snap adjustments to get that team in better position. And that's not even me ragging on Justin Fields because I know he's not ready. And this right here displayed that for me. William Sweeney, D held up when they need to go to 2-0 on fourth down. They need to go for. Oh, okay, the 2 yard line on fourth down. They did their job. Yeah, they did everything, man. The defense did everything they could have did. Because this could have been a blowout. Exactly, Sweeney. This could have been a blowout. This could have turned into a whooping. This could have been a 45-6 game, but the defense kept us in it. Period. Nagy says Dalton is a starter when healthy. Yeah, he did, but I don't know, Cody. It's just that we got such a bad fucking team offensively. You know, the offensive line is what makes the difference. I don't care if you got 15 fucking Tyreek Hills on your team. If the moment if the moment your ass snap the ball, everybody is already at your fucking head, don't make a goddamn difference. It don't make a difference. Hell yeah, a Z, my nigga, a Z. Hold on, let me see what this bum ass nigga saying. Tuck goat. Don't hate Bears boy. Everyone make sure to go to this nigga page right here. Go to his page and spam the shit out of his page on my life. Spam that nigga page on my life. Cause when I get the chance to play this nigga in Madden, I'm gonna make sure I pick the Bears and smoke his ass with that same Bears team. So how about that with your goof ass? Spam that nigga page. Matter of fact, I'm gonna highlight it again. Spam this nigga page right here if you just coming in here talking all that shit. Spam his page on life. Follow him. Follow him. Our Sweeney, our offensive line will kick the Lions' ass. I'm not so fucking sure about that. You sure about that? Did you see that? Did you see what happened out there? I know the Lions' defensive line is nowhere near the Browns. I know that already, but who the play caller? Who gonna leave the quarterback out the draft? Who will leave that quarterback out the draft? Nagy. I bet during the I know for a fact during the whole post game show he ain't taking no blame for it. He deflecting blame just like a goddamn female. He deflecting blame like a motherfucker. I was in 10th grade in high school. Damn. Well, Mac, at least you're around my age. Shit, when that shit was popping off, people were people so fast getting a new quarterback without addressing offensive line first. Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Marshall was great, but no blocking game. Listen, I will take the blocking from back in the day than now because Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey still was 1,000-yard receivers. The offensive line was blocking well enough that they was able to still get that goddamn ball. Didn't matter if it was Josh McCown, motherfucking Caleb Haney. It didn't matter who the hell it was. They still was able to get the ball to the receivers. Justin Fields had no time to throw the goddamn ball to nobody. Nobody. He had the opportunity to get his ass smoked. That was it. That's what the hell happened. 2006 Bears was great. The offensive line was breaking down in '08. There was the best offensive line players in those draft classes in the last decade we could have picked. Absolutely. But that's what happens when you have a bear organization full of, incompetent assholes. That shit happens. You know, they listen, man. We had the chance to have Chandler Jones. Who the hell did we pick? Shay McClellan. Shay fucking McClellan. So that's to tell you. I want A Rod back. Huh. I know right now he kind of happy that he didn't have no goddamn extension. Because I'm telling you now, this Bears, if this Bears team finished below 500, and I mean drastically under 500, not one game, not two games under 500. I'm talking about 3, 4, 5 games under 500. A Rob is gone. A Rob is gone. And if I was him, deuces. Through the first 3 games of the season, I think he only had 5, 6 catches, 1 touchdown. Don't even have over 100 yards yet. Receive it. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I don't give a fuck. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I don't care what nobody has to say. I'm out of here. Dalton should absolutely start. He can take it from a Browns fan. Don't ruin your rookie quarterback's confidence. His confidence is already fucking ruined. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That confidence took a huge hit today because he's still human. I'm pretty sure going throughout the week they were saying, "We got this, we got this, we got this." He got in that game, and by the time halftime hit, he had that Eli Manning face, that little mean face when Eli Manning was looking drunk and his head was all over the place when he was just looking like. That's how the fuck he was looking. So he already like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is going on here? Illuminati confirmed. That's exactly what he was thinking. Our wide receivers need the help because they're too young and green. Allen Robinson is not young and green. Darnell Mooney, this is second year. He dealt with this shit already. Marquise Goodwin, been around for a while. Demir Bird, this is a veteran squad, man. Veteran squad. Veteran squad. There is no excuses with that. This is a veteran squad. Ain't no way in hell that should be happening. SMU has a quarterback I want on the Bears time. Bears ain't getting no more quarterbacks right now. You're not drafting another quarterback right now. You know, it seems like even when the Bears do get an offensive lineman, damaged goods and Tammy Jenkins. He wouldn't have made a goddamn difference. Even if he was healthy. Not in this game. Not that play calling. Not that pass rush. Not the simple fact that all of your fucking offensive linemen gave up sacks. All of them. The entire one. So I don't know. You ain't winning anything this season. Build for the future. Build around Fields. Hey, man. Hey. We're talking about the Bears organization here. The Browns organization. How many people did y'all go through before y'all got it together? Other than that one blimp year in 2006, I think 2007, when y'all went 10-6 and still didn't make the playoffs, which I feel like if Browns did go to the playoffs during that time period, especially with Jamal Lewis being a running back, they probably would have ripped everybody else apart that year. So I don't know. What's going on, Teran? What's going on with you, bro? It's the ESPN. Just talking Bears, man. Just talking Bears and how shitty our team is right now. And the simple fact that shit, they finna have my ass turn into the DC sniper and snipe Nagy dumbass. Like, yo, goofy ass nigga. Like, that shit dumb as hell. Let me see. William Sweeney, true. Gotta think long term on this. Yeah, we do gotta think long term on this, but how long is we talking? Is we talking like when I'm in my 50s by the time shit get together, or with my nephew in his 50s? And he's how old now? 13, 14 years old. So as we talking like when that nigga in his 50s and I'm damn near dead before the Bears get this shit together. Okay. He faced Garrett and Clowney his first start. Tough deal. It's only a tough deal when your coach ain't doing the shit right. They could have schemed out. They could have schemed against all of that. They could have schemed against all of that shit. I've seen coaches that don't have a talented team scheme his way to victory against a way more talented team only because their defense was good enough, but the offense schemed its way to victory because they did exactly what they were supposed to do. Cleveland Browns offense honestly did not play that well all the way up until the defense burnt out. Imagine if the defense had the chance to rest, would they even have 26 points? Would they even get past 13 points? That's how well that Bears defense was playing. But you out there that damn long, man, you get tired. If someone likes Nick Saban, could turn. I'm not even gonna read that. We seen what happened last time Nick Saban was in the league. He literally fucked the Miami Dolphins in the ass and then bounced and took his ass to Alabama. That's what Nick Saban did. You want him to fuck the Bears in the ass too and then take his ass back to college? Because that's exactly what the fuck Nick Saban gonna do. Because number one, he don't have that same control. So he already gonna be butthurt on that. The player then he gonna be trying to talk to them like they kids. These number grown ass men. The one of them liable to whoop his ass. So he definitely ain't gonna stick around in the NFL that goddamn long. Nick Saban like to teach little boys because he could talk to them whichever way he want to. He ain't gonna do that shit. There's no established grown men that's making more money than him because they liable to smack his ass up when he get to talking that bullshit like he was trying to do in Miami. That's why he left and took his ass to motherfucking Alabama because he knew that shit wasn't gonna fly. So fuck that shit with Nick Saban. He ain't got what it takes to be no NFL head coach. He gon' he gonna be here a year, two, maybe three, and he gonna bounce. Period. You know what you're talking about. Put the pass on and chilling. Man, they don't want to see me out there, bro. Bill Lazor needs to step up and take control of the offense. Bill Lazor can only say so much because he's not the head coach. Because he's not the head coach, he only can say so much. His input is limited. He could probably go out there and throw Nagy under the bus when they say something. But if he throw Nagy under the bus because the McCaskies is so damn goofy, Bill Lazor would be fired and not Matt Nagy. They'd probably fire him right after the game. And we still have to deal with Matt Nagy. And then guess what? He'll stop using Bill Lazor's offensive game plan, and he'll literally have his own goddamn complete game plan. And now with his routes, he'll probably have everybody running 15-yard go routes and then stop routes at the end of the day. That's what he have them do. He won't have them do no combination routes, no nothing. Straight slants, in routes, and 2-yard hitch routes. That's it. Wide receiver screens, tight end screens, end rounds. That's all we're gonna see. Period. Browns O line suck. Thank God for Kareem Hunt. Chubb is off his A game. Next man up. Hard to defend against that. It's only hard to defend against that when your team gets tired. That's only how it gets hard. When your offense can't stay on the field and it causes your defense to get tired. Because at first, Kareem Hunt wasn't doing shit. Chubb wasn't doing shit. Neither one of them was doing shit. That all happened once they got tired and they started losing their concentration. That's what happened. They literally start losing their concentration. When you get tired, that's what happens. You lose focus. And then all of a sudden they run them screen passes. Not one Bears defensive lineman can recognize that as a goddamn screen pass because they so damn tired. Guess what? Kareem Hunt, 30, 40 yards down the field. Kareem Hunt had 100 yards from scrimmage, like 70 yards rushing, maybe 75 yards rushing, and 75 yards receiving. So it is what it is. I don't know who is worse for the offense, Laser, Nagy, or both of them. What do you mean? Every time Laser, if Laser calls the goddamn game, I bet he moved that pocket around. I bet he put Fields in a better position. If Laser can have Mitchell Trubisky put up 34 points, 4 out of the last 6 games of the season, 4 consecutive games, what you think he should be able to do with a better wide receiver core this year? Offensive line may not be as good, but a better wide receiving core than last year. They should be able to replicate that, or at least put up 25 a game. Period. Hunt was doing shit all game. Not in the beginning. Not in the beginning. He had a few plays here and there. I'll admit that. But he wasn't doing what he was doing in the second half when it got tied. The moment they got a little, it was over. I was like, oh yeah, they finna light that ass up. It's over. Kareem Hunt finna light that ass up, much like he was doing in Kansas City, which I'm pretty sure Kansas City's still missing him to this day with their goofy asses. He sure would have made a huge difference for him in the game that they just lost. So, but it is what it is, man. I don't know what the hell to expect from this team this year. You know, it was real rough. It was rough to see. It was rough to see. Period. Just real bad. And I don't know what else to expect. You know. Now, of course, next week the Bears is taking on the Lions. The Lions have been competitive in every game that they played. It's just that their defense has fucked them in the end. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about the game coming up between the Bears and the Lions. I can usually just say, oh, it's the Lions. Bears going to beat them. I'm not worried. I'm worried, people. I'm worried simply because that offense is putrid as fuck. The Browns literally just beat off in their goddamn face. Fucked them all the way up. They cut him. I know they cut Kareem Hunt. That was the stupidest shit ever. Because he pushed some white bitch that spat in his face, did all that extra shit. Lucky it wasn't me. I'd have caved the shit in and beat up a boyfriend on life. So it is what the fuck it is. I'm violent like that. So it is what the fuck it is. So I don't fucking know. They should have kept him. And they still paying for it to this day. Ain't had 1,000-yard rusher since he left. So that's on them. Shit. But Bears got their ass smoked, man. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch some more football as of right now. I put my money on the Lions straight up. Hey man, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you if you did put your money on the Lions straight up. Because they show look a lot better than our team, and they ain't got not one victory. And the Lions could have been 3-0 possibly if their defense was at least as half as good as the Bears defense this year. They were just half as good. They probably 2-1, 3-0. Period. But that's the Lions for you. And they ain't got no they got no name receivers, and they doing damage like this. When the Bears play the Ravens and play all them other teams, man, the Bears gonna get their ass smoked up. I don't give a shit what nobody say. Justin Fields looked at like he should have never been in there. He looked the worst unprepared than all of the other rookie quarterbacks so far. This has started and played. He looks the worst. And it's partly on him, but it's mainly on the coach. It is mainly on the coach, Matt Nagy. That's what happens when the quarterback guru comes in and calls plays and prepares the team. All those Trubisky haters, he can't read a defense, he can't do this, he can't do that. He won us 29 out of 50 games. He won us 29 out of 50 games, and we got rid of him. And I'm not saying Justin Fields won't be the answer, but I'm saying that he should have still been here now to help our goddamn team and not be Andy Dalton that got hurt juking air and got hurt doing just going out of fucking bounds. A brittle ass quarterback. More brittle than Nick Foles. So we got rid of a competent quarterback that can still win his games for a quarterback that hasn't done shit since 2016. Just let that shit sink in, Bear fans and non-Bear fans that's watching. We got rid of a quarterback that won his games because the team and the fans wanted to listen to what the media has to say, the fucking narrative. It is what it is. All right, William Sweeney, man. If you're gonna subscribe to the channel, whatever, subscribe, then you can come in every week and talk your shit. And we do sports hangouts every Wednesday where every fan of different teams that is subscribed to the channel come in and we all rant and rave about our teams, do NFL pick'ems. And then right after that, we just be talking shit for the next couple of hours, talk sports, talk football, basketball, baseball. We do all the shits. It don't matter what it is. We just be talking shit. It is what it is. So if that is the case, man, subscribe to the channel and hop in. You can just hop in every Wednesday. But yeah, man, I'm getting ready to call it a day, man. That shit just threw me the hell off about what I just witnessed. It was the one of the worst fucking things I've ever seen in my life from Bears football offensively. And it's not the end. It's just the beginning of the season. We got 14 games left to watch this bullshit. So yet again, just make sure to hit that like button, share, and if you do subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell so you can get all the Bears content that you can get from me, Jonah Pittman. Once again, every Wednesday, there is a sports hangout. Of course, you're going to see me, Settle Kuiper's bank account, Mr. WAPTC, Sub-Zero Butters, Giants Nation, TRL, who is a Cardinals fan. So we got many different fan groups is all up in there. Y'all did good. I wish I could slap you, awesome kid, like straight up. Y'all did good. Fuck out of here, nigga. But anyways, I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Peace out and catch y'all next time, bro. Real talk. What you want, but fam, it don't matter. This is just the introduction. I'm gonna be busting from here on after. So since with the laughter, if you see disaster, then you